and how many actual core gamers are lining up to buy the Wii left and right. You know what I mean?
You don't need to have a core gamer though to make a good. You could make a good sword fighting game without and appeal it to non-core gamers.
Right.
Make a fencing game. Throw it on Wii Sports.
Well, that's what they're going to do with Wii Sports.
At least break the mold. At least break the mold. You know, they haven't done that yet.
Well, I think that's what they're doing with the new Wii Sports Resort. There's going to be a fencing game in it. Yeah, that's cool. Going to utilize the Wii Motion Plus. Yeah, so I guess it's going to be true 1-to-1 ratio with motion control.
What does that mean?
Say you take the Wii remote in your hand, you move it up, the guy on the screen moves it up with you, like that moment. It's not like, for instance, it's not like Zelda where you waggle it and he does, he does basic sword slashes. That would be the same if you just pressed A couple times. Mm-hmm. This is.
Oh, I thought they already had that, where like you can move the arm and the other person's arm will move. They don't have that?
For the most part, they.
Oh.
For the most part.
Is that an issue? That's an issue with programming though? That's not an issue with the controllers though, is it?
I'm wondering if there's just maybe there are limitations for what the motion control can do. I don't know.
Yeah.
From what I've seen though, from what I've played, there's.
Why has? Well, here's a question. Okay, there's limitations. Why isn't the PS3 utilizing any of this? They have, motion control. Laugh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're actually going to utilize it anymore. I mean.
Yeah. Now they have the vibration back, the rumble back.
What do they call it? A DualShock 3. Yeah. Because they said that rumble was a thing of the past. It was a last generation kind of deal.
Oh, they just said that because they're getting sued.
Exactly. So.
Give me that crap.
Yeah, man. I love Sony's arrogance. I love it to death. It's kind of,
well, they're paying. They're paying for it.
Hand over fist, man. Especially in sales. They're picking up though. They're picking up now.
Because they made the smart move and they cut the price down. And they got down to $400. By cutting out all the extra useless crap that nobody wanted that they threw into it originally.
They're losing money, which isn't anything unusual on that. But the thing is that I guess my dad read a report that said that they're not going to make that money back at all. Like they're just this generation was basically a sort of a flop for Sony. It was kind of a wake up call that anything can happen. And Microsoft on the Xbox lost money. They lost a couple $1 billion. But they figured that was basically just.
I thought they're doing pretty good sales though.
The original Xbox.
Oh, no,
the original Xbox. They lost a couple billion, I think. But they figured it was just basically a ticket into the gaming industry, something that they had to do.
Well, it was, and that was a smart choice.
And
because their new ones are making a lot of money. I thought.
They're
doing pretty good.
They're doing really well with sales, especially. It's funny because
I also love how the you can tell Sony's going bad when the new Final Fantasy game is going to be multi-console.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? They're like it's getting the Xbox 360. Yeah, how often does that happen?
I mean, there were rumors that Metal Gear was going to be on the C2.
Yeah, there was rumors of that too. I guess they feel from what I understand they won't be able to do that though. Because I guess there are some restrictions on the Xbox that the PS3 has slightly more power over that they wouldn't really be able to port. But who knows? I mean, who knows? It could just be talk, though.
I can't believe that
they might be able to do it. The thing is, if they are going to release it, it'll be like a year or two before they do. But anyway,
I was just going to say, I was agreeing with you. There was a petition online. I forget for what game, but it was to stop the developers from letting the game go on to, I think, Xbox. It was a Sony exclusive. It might have been Final Fantasy. I don't think so, though. I think someone made a good point that, there really can't be too much loyalty if there's a ton of money on the line. Especially if sales are going to be hurt because it's on just one console. It only makes sense.
Yeah, Square Enix has been in trouble before, too. And I don't think they're willing to take any chances, And especially, I mean, the PS3 has always been a solid thing for them, and if it's not anymore, I have no doubt they will drop ship and run away as fast as they can because they don't like taking chances because they've been in a lot of bad financial crunches before.
Yeah, definitely. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. I mean, who knows if the Xbox, the Microsoft fans are really into Final Fantasy. I mean, they might be, but...
well, we'll find out. I'm interested in the new game. I mean, almost nothing's been released about it, but,
actually,
the in-game movies are very pretty from what they've shown us.
Is that actual...
But, that doesn't tell you anything.
Is that actual gameplay, though?
They have actual gameplay worked into it, but it's mainly just
and
in-game
that's what
movies.
pissed me off mostly about the Final Fantasy series, especially, was that all the commercials were kick-ass graphics and stuff like that, but it was all cinematics. It was all out of game footage.
Well, that comes from Final Fantasy VII, where they're basically able to sell the game because. Everyone kind of assumed that it was going to be bad graphics with the PlayStation, obviously, right? So what they sold the game on was how amazingly beautiful for the time the CG cutscenes were because there was like no one had ever seen graphics that good before in a CG cutscene, so that was kind of like an attraction to it, and they sort of used that marketing strategy continuing on because it worked so well for them in the past, but. Yeah, I think at this point they need to kind of shift away from that. But they did show in-game scenes, and the graphics are good for the in-game, but obviously not as good as the cutscenes. But they're pretty decent, and we gotta wait and see it gets released before we can get more details on it because they just released nothing.
Right. It's just like you said, we've been saying for the past 5 shows. It's just a big drought right now. I think the one game that has come out for the Wii is the Blob or whatever, and I don't really care. For PlayStation 3 and the 360, I mean, what good game has come out in the past? I think Rock Band 2. I think that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of sick of rock stuff too now. Those are kind of becoming like the Madden Madden game,
definitely.
I don't like when people don't take their time to make a decent game,
Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway just came out. But again, that your standard World War II first-person shooter, I mean, at least in that game you can command your troops. But other than that, I mean, how much more can they take out of World War II? Haven't they done every single land, air, and sea battle?
I know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
maybe they can update the D-Day sequence. I don't know, but other than that, they've done everything since the original Medal of Honor Allied assault. I mean, I don't.
Going back, they did everything since the original Wolfenstein
with robotic killers.
Yeah, with robot Hitler with the rocket launcher arms.
That is awesome. That's just an awesome concept.
Robot Hitler.
The most evil dictator in the past 100 years with
how to make him worse. We'll make him a robot with rocket launcher arms.
It's just badass. I don't know.
How else can you make Hitler more despisable? Make him giant robot.
Mein Lieben. That's all I remember.
Mein Lieben arms. Taste mine rocket arms.
That's all I remember when you
Agent Libowitz, right?
When you killed anyone in the game, they go, "My Lieben," or my
love,
whatever life is.
Oh, leave. Well, you know better than me. Leave
his love. I don't know.
My Lieben. Agent Libowitz. I like how they make him give him the Jewish last name.
Oh,
Agent Libowitz.
Oh, I wish Crystal was on. That's Crystal's last name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
isn't it Leibowitz?
And she's a Jew.
Yeah. That's weird.
That is weird, isn't it?
I do not trust those people, to be honest with you. My own mother, I don't trust her. Rizal Hoffman.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the video games are, as we always been saying, the video games are tough to talk about this time of year